Different personality types make completely different decisions in exactly the same situations. Some of the biggest fights in our lives actually boil down to differences in decision making. Marriage, parenting, careers, we seem to butt head each other on choices. I work with entrepreneurs all the time and have the opportunity to look at businesses very carefully as a third person. Some people are quick, some people are slow. Some get overwhelmed, while some people get energized. Some people jump right in to take huge risks and are very comfortable, while others freeze when risks are high. When I look and compare two or more businesses in the same domain and even selling very similar stuff, and yet be so different from each other, I know it's got something to do directly with the personality style of the entrepreneur. Hey there, I'm Tabish Bibikar and I coach and mentor founders of software companies to build scale in their business fast. In this video, I'm going to talk about how your personality type is impacting your decisions and in turn your business. Let's look at the different personality styles using the behavioral style model called DISC. The DISC model emerges when you put a horizontal line through the population. On one side of the line are the extroverts or the outgoing, and on the other side are introverts or the reserved kind of people. One of the things that go along with extrovert is being fast-paced, and the opposite goes along with introverts. When we talk about being fast-paced, it means a lot of things. It could mean how fast you talk, it could mean how fast you jump into a situation. People who are extroverts are comfortable jumping right in and having a ready answer. People on the opposite side like to take it slowly. They will want to think about it a little more and gather some more information and mull over it a little longer. While making decisions, this reflects in exactly the same way. Extroverts have a tendency to make decisions quicker and tend to be impulsive and have a bigger risk-taking appetite. Introverts take much longer and their risk-taking appetite is low. Another way of segmenting the human population is by putting through a vertical line that divides the population into task-oriented and relationship or people-oriented, as you may call. Task-oriented people are more practical. They're focused on getting the work done and think using logical data points. Then you have people on the other side, the relationship-oriented ones. They like to take decisions based on how it makes them or other people feel about the decision. When you put both these segmentations, the horizontal and the vertical together, you get 4 quadrants that stand for dominance, influential, steady, and compliance, or what we call short for the DISC or DISC quadrants. If you look at any business that's driven by high D entrepreneurs, you'll notice that they're very competitive and there will be constant change in the business. The decision-making style is very directive in nature. They're focused on the task and will use their own knowledge and judgment to come to a conclusion with maybe selective inputs from other individuals. High Ds will always be launching new products or making changes to the product, making changes to their structure, shifting markets, changing pricing, etc. There could be something or the other that is constantly moving and changing around. High Ds like to leverage opportunities quickly and have a high risk appetite. They consider the best case scenario and are always excited and drive right in. This is not necessarily perfect all the time. Too much change can be very overwhelming for other people in that business. Also, while it's important to consider the best case scenario, it's equally important to consider the worst case scenario. For example, launching a new product in a completely new market could mean gaining market share and growth. But on the other hand, the risk involved could mean that you're required to put in all of your money in that idea. And just in case it fails, you land yourself in very heavy debts. So it's vital to check your mental preparedness, your financial preparedness, and your overall preparedness between these two endpoints of best and worst. And that really should be your driving decision-making space. A high I personality type is very close to a high D type in being fast-paced in their decision-making. But a high I is more open to evaluating options and possibilities with a high tolerance of ambiguity. They don't necessarily need everything to be in black and white before choosing an option. They are social-oriented and take time to consider big ideas and creative solutions. Their decision-making is driven more by the urge to impress people around them. They tend to be overly trusting of others and could tend sometimes to miss out on the details. A high S personality style loves status quo and naturally has a high resistance to change. They are the planners of the world. Their decision-making style focuses on getting better at what they're already good at. They like to value relationships more than the task. The feeling of others is very important to them. They have a low tolerance for ambiguity and like a social focus as they evaluate solutions. The S decision makers seek information from others to guide what they choose and value decisions based on a team consensus. Let's look at the C quadrant. Compliant or C personalities have a tendency to be very analytical in their decision making. They like to rely on data points and case studies. Because of their introverted style, they try to achieve control through the use of structure and procedure, insisting on rules and defined codes to achieve their ends. Sometimes they may go so overboard researching and analyzing data that they may experience decision paralysis. With that explanation, do reflect back what exact personality style you think you may be, as that's impacting your business in a big way too. Make efforts to keep the advantages and modify around the challenges. If you'd like to reach out for a detailed disc analysis for yourself and how you could tweak that to see your business grow, then do reach out to me at Expandus Business Coaching. If you've liked this video, please do not forget to like and share. Do also subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more such videos sharing tips on scaling up. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.